Hi, it's Alan Fine. I'm here with Dondra Ritzenthaler, who is the SVP of Celebrity Cruises. I actually have your full title, which it impresses me. Trade, Support, and Service, North America, UK, and APAC.
Absolutely. Okay. I love Celebrity Cruises and travel partners from around the world.
All right. And this is Insider Travel Report. Dondra, let's go over the whole reason we're here. It's this celebrity revolution, the $500 million, $500 million.
500 plus.
Oh, right. which began, and correct me if I'm wrong, did some of that money go to Edge, or that's after Edge?
No. This 500 million plus is actually just for taking the rest of the fleet to the Edge, and so it's our Millennium class and Solstice class ships.
Right. We were together on Celebrity Edge, and it was just so great, and I could see where the desire to just carry it through is so there.
Well, it is. We were very blessed, Alan, because when Solstice class came out, our travel partners said that we changed the industry. And our goal was to do that again when we introduced Edge to the fleet. And I think you've said to me many times we did that. But when you do that, it's really incumbent upon us as the ownership of the brand to take the rest of our ships to the Edge as well. And that's why we're making this investment of over $500 million. And I've got to tell you, and I've been, so excited to be on Summit. Having seen her for the very first time, I am really blown away. Are you?
No, well, don't forget, I wasn't on it before. But today I met people who were, and they were blown away.
Listen, when I very first got on the ship, I literally had to take a double take because I thought, wait a minute, where are some of the old things that used to be here? But it just looks, and it's funny because you always say it looks like a brand new ship, but it looks like a brand new ship. So we're so honored, and the feedback from our travel partners has just been extraordinary.
All right. So now I want to talk about, I'm going to name some names, and then we're going to go into it. American Ballet Theatre.
Yes.
Chef Daniel Goulud and Cornelius Gallagher, who worked for him, which I just learned, which is very interesting, and Kelly Hoppen and Hirsch Bender. Let's talk about them all, please.
You know what? You're name dropping on me here, Alan. Yeah. And let me tell you, what I love about that is every one of those people that you named are people that are near and dear to our hearts and that we have a real partnership with. American Ballet Theatre, who would have ever thought that you would actually have that caliber of talent actually performing right here on Summit. And, I don't know if you saw it last night, but I saw it and it was extraordinary. And so, these partnerships like that, and Daniel Goulud and Kelly Hoppen, and they're all very strategic and very authentic partnerships that we have based on the fact that we know that affluent customer, that customer who really wants those finer things in life and to, open up the world and open up their mind, this is what they want. We did research before we did all of those partnerships. And then when they came to life, and already just in 24 hours of us really debuting the American Ballet Theatre and the Daniel Goulud restaurant or menu in the Lumine restaurant, the feedback is extraordinary, and it's only been 24 hours. And the power of our travel partners is so strong that they will now take that back and spread the word, and that's how it works.
Right. Let's talk about this room. Where are we sitting right now?
Well, we're actually in the Royal Suite. We're actually in a Royal Suite. And, I was fortunate on Edge to stay in one of the suites. And when you walk into these suites, you think you're on Celebrity Edge. From everything from the decor to the color palettes to the design to the furniture to the way it makes you feel, you absolutely believe that you're on a Celebrity Edge suite. And to me, I don't want it to be Celebrity Edge, but I love the fact that it feels like it. So now on Summit,
but it's a smaller ship. It can do more. It has a more intimate feel with the Edge look and feel.
Well, you know what I love is that our guests and our travel partners love all of our classes of ships. And, there's some people that love Millennium class ships and don't even want to go to the other ships. But it is really important that we do spend that $500+ million to make sure that whether you get on a Solstice class ship, Millennium class ship, Edge ship, Flora, whatever, that you have the same wonderful modern luxury celebrity cruises feel. And I'm so proud to be able to now, having seen it the first time, it's real.
Right. So you can recommend it to clients with confidence.
I could recommend them before we did this with confidence.
Because you knew.
But now that we've actually gone in and spent the money, my confidence level even goes up from there.
But carried over also, and very excited, and I got to see, was the retreat.
You know, I'm so glad you actually brought up the retreat, Alan, because, you know, when we first introduced the retreat on Edge, people just thought, well, the retreat's just going to be for Edge. And what I'm so thrilled about as a salesperson who's educating our travel partners to educate our guests is that we can now say that the retreat is going fleet-wide. Right. And that the retreat is not just a name. I mean, literally, you have your retreat lounge, retreat sun deck, retreat restaurant with Lumine, your butlers, your priority embark and debark, all of those things. And what's really important as we talk to our travel partners is that on Celebrity, the retreat is for all of our suite class guests. Not just the upper suites. Right. It's for Sky Suite all the way up through the Iconic Suite. And that's really important because not all of our competitors actually has that. So guys, I really want you to know when you're talking about the Celebrity Retreat, it's for all of our suite class guests.
Let's talk about gender diversity. That's a big thing. It's
a huge thing.
It was nice to see when the captain brought up his staff. How many were there?
Out of the 9 officers that are on the bridge with our captain, 6 of them are female. And I was so proud to be able to be a part of the leadership team under Lisa that actually got to talk about that. And you know what I love about that? It's not a gimmick. And it wasn't something that we did so that we could have this great publicity. It's just who we are. And I really love that, you know, and Captain Kate really kind of led the way on that. And because she's the first female American captain to ever sail on any cruise line. And then from that, what it's done is it's really attracted women to our brand. And I think any time that you can diversify, it's fantastic.
But then it even struck me that we were talking about your green initiatives, and that it even filtered down to the aluminum cans, and the company that was chosen was run by.
Well, you know, I love that because we were really just going to try.
Well, 2 women.
2 women that graduated from University of Miami not very many years ago. So they're young and, you know, entrepreneur women. But that was just also, it was kind of like karma, because we were challenged to go and find an alternative that our modern luxury celebrity guests would appreciate to the water bottles. And so we searched out to find a company, and lo and behold, there's this beautiful company in Chicago run by 2 women that are really lighting the world on fire, and I love that.
But it just fit into your family.
It just naturally fits. But, you know, we really are committed. You know, no more single-use plastics, and we're, you know, doing away with those water bottles. And, you know, I'm so proud because we're not just saying that because it sounds cool. We're really doing it.
A little bit on itineraries, please.
Well, you know, we're always looking to go to new places. And I'm so proud because, you know, we're going to Dublin for the first time, Lisbon for the first time. You know, we've upsized our ships in Alaska now with not only Solstice and Millennium, that's been revolutionized, but also with Eclipse. And so we're doing all of these things. We actually have so many overnights. And do you know we actually have double overnights in many places? So, you know, we're always looking to be on the cutting edge, no pun intended, for new places to go.
So, and then let the travel agents know what you're cooking up for them.
Well, you know, guys, we always try to make sure that we're very creative in the market, and we will always have a great marketing message to our consumer. But then we also remember our travel partners as well. And so right now we have some of the best promotions, consumer promotions in the marketplace with, you know, until the end of March, we've got Kids Sell Free, which is an unbelievable opportunity. And then we always have our Go Better where you get 2 perks. And then we've got some cruise only rates out there. And we go best on the best new ship with Celebrity Edge, which means everybody that books an ocean view and above actually gets all 4 perks, which that's so unbelievable. But it doesn't stop there, because we've got incentives for them, whether it's bonus commissions or celebrity rewards. Do you know, Alan, we're the only North America cruise brand who has a travel partner rewards program that not only does the agency earn the commission, but the individual agent actually earns dollars when they sell Celebrity Cruises as well. So we're always thinking about the 3-legged stool. What's good for the consumer, what's good for our travel partners means that it's always good for us. And that's why it really works.
Let's wrap up with, what do you want travel agents to know?
You know, first and foremost, Alan, I want them to know that I'm grateful to each one of them, and I'm grateful to you and James, and, you know, I'm so thankful that you guys help us get our message out. And then, travel partners, you know that we couldn't do this without you. So I'm not going to look at you anymore, Alan, because I really want to talk to you guys. We thank y'all for supporting the cruise industry, and particularly for supporting Celebrity Cruises. And whether it's talking about the Celebrity Revolution, or the beautiful brand new Edge with APAC's coming soon, or the brand new Celebrity Flora, what it really boils down to is that you know that we walk the walk and talk the talk, and we appreciate and value you, and we'll never take you for granted. We'll keep earning every single guest you give us every single day. So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
So my pleasure.
This is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.